from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the Philly love is fired up. They're saying match up with the New York Giants. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his second season now out of Oklahoma.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The numbers for Sanders last week, there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Hurts toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Siposs, to punt it away. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their 3rd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 7 catches, 61 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
A chance to run here for Galladay. These 2 teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams getting a couple of late-season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Sanders has got it complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Jones on 1st and 10. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Golladay. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards the pickup there.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3, 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. That's to Golladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Golladay. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's Jones throwing on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he's taken down inside the 30. Penny. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he finds Penny.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Colin Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Middle of the field. He finds Pascal. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Leonard Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
This is Penny. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Galladay. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Now throw, it's Penny. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
That's not good enough, man.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Jones throw complete there to Johnson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Gano's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On the run, it's Penny, and he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Anthony Harris on the tackle. 2nd and 10. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Devontae Freeman with 2 touchdowns there. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal.
A
Couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. As Sanders there with a 1st down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a 1st down.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders, as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that, because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
The carry here for the big tight end. And it is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Here in Week 16, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. The sack back at the 32. Hassan Reddick, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gano's kick is right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Scott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They go again with Scott, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Johnson's got it complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A give to the fullback on the dive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Jones. That's caught by Penny. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
So out of the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run on 1st down. Scott able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Scott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Gainwell. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Pass complete to Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jones. He's got Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw is Jones. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Scott with it again on 2nd. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And they will take a knee here.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. It took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Philadelphia, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.